Good evening and welcome to Plant Your Seed. On tonight's episode of Plant Your Seed, we're going to be discussing some practical applications to last week's episode of Controlling Your Money. You remember we talked about tracking, planning, budgeting, storing and compounding your money as a means to controlling how your money behaves as opposed to letting your money control you. We're very honored today to have a very special guest from Aurasoft Limited to discuss with us some of the digital money solutions and data collection that we can take advantage of. Don't forget to like and follow us on social media at PYS Rwanda, Twitter and Facebook. Send us your questions and we'll be happy to discuss them online and on the show. And as you mentioned before, today we're doing an interview with Mr. Alain Ndayishimiye, founder and CEO at Aurasoft Limited. Welcome and thank you for joining the show.
Thanks for having me.
Now, today we want to talk a little bit more about controlling your money and getting digital finance as well as data collection to work on our behalf to control money. Before we get into all of that, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your company?
Sure. As you introduced, my name is Alain Ndayishimiye. I'm the founder and CEO at Aurasoft. We're a software development company that develops innovative solutions for both our consumers and also for businesses. We mainly focus on big data software. So everything we're working on is based on data. So be it from finance software, be it from digital signage, and now we're into also payment systems.
Now that sounds like interesting work. Not only is it interesting, but it's directly related to what we're talking about today. Could you tell us a little bit more about data collection? In our modern age, in this digital age, we see more and more organizations, businesses invested in collecting data. What is data collection really about and why is it so valuable?
So we're in the 21st century and the most expensive, I would say, raw material right now is data. There's so much data with the introduction of the internet and mobile devices that's floating around. And this data has so much hidden and insights than anybody would have thought of. So what is data collection? It's nothing but an organized way of collecting information with the main purpose of finding meaning or getting more insights about what you're collecting. It can be medical information, it can be transactional information, it can be profile information. But you clean it in a way that you're trying to define, say, a question you're trying to answer, or you're trying to understand more about somebody's ways of spending, trying to understand somebody's ways of movement. So it is the biggest, I would say, raw material right now, because there's so much you can do with data. So every craze you're seeing on TV or hearing on the media is more focused on what people are doing with this data. So by collecting data, you are now able to see things that, and understand things that we're not able to predict or understand in the past. Yeah.
I think that this has, as you've said, a very strong value proposition for businesses when they're creating products, selling things, trying to target certain products and services to certain groups that they believe or think that would purchase their products. So how is this relatable in maybe even reference to what you do.
Okay, I'm going to use the example of a supermarket or a merchant. So think of a receipt at the end of the day. You go, you shop, you buy, and you leave the store. But you always come back for other products, you always go back to shop. In the past, we're just throwing away these receipts and this information was just at checkout. But now, merchants have realized that actually there's patterns in this information.
Yes.
So think of how frequent is this guy coming into our store? What are they buying? What time of the day are they coming? And through this information, we can actually start influencing the consumer. So now that I know what you like to buy, what times you come in, how much you like to spend, now I'm more likely to sell you things that we know that you will be more likely to buy. For me as a consumer, it's more of understanding how I'm spending my patterns. So think of me walking into a store, I want to understand, okay, where did my money go? I'm going to give you an example of our product, our transactional product. Well, we answer 3 questions for you as a consumer. How, when, and where. How did I spend my money? And on what? When did I spend it? And where did I spend it? So by understanding that, you actually now you have an overview of your spending patterns, and you can start spending wiser. You can start making decisions that are based on now the insights you're getting from your transactional data.
And I think that is groundbreaking, really, in terms of a management point of view of personal behavior.
Yes.
Because if I can now get a clear understanding of where I spend my money, how much I spend, what time I spend, where I spend my money, then I can have a more clear view of my own spending habits over time. And I think that's quite invaluable.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about digital money as well, because digital money is, I believe, an enabler for some of the products and services that you're producing at your company and in the industry in general. So digital money is not something that everybody's very conversant with. Could you please tell us what is your take on digital money, and again, what's its value?
So digital money is nothing but a representation of physical money in electronic form.
Yes.
So it can be your money in the account, it can be in your bank account, it can be money in your wallet, it can be digital currency such as Bitcoin. So it's just a representation of a type of currency that you can use to transact.
So in relation to what digital money is, how does digital money enable when it comes to data collection and behavior management? Can I do the same things with my cash that I could do with probably money on my mobile money account or mobile banking?
So to transact in digital money, you need a platform, which is usually software. So with digital money now, you're able to capture more information than just the transaction side of things. So think of a payment, me paying for a service. Now I'm able to understand I've paid X amount of money for this service. I paid it at this time. I got a discount out of it. I collected points on it. So with electronic currency, you're able to do more.
Yes.
And I think it's more secure, it's more reliable, and it's faster when you think of transacting. So it gives you more to do with data side of things. You can collect more information on electronic currency. Because when you have physical handling of money, other than just collecting money, there's no information behind it.
Yeah.
But now with electronic currency, I can have a timestamp. When did this transaction occur? Where did it occur? And who did I give this money to?
Yeah.
So with this information, now you can build on that and actually develop more services, understand how things are ran, and also help you also manage your money in a safer environment.
Again, we're here with Alain Ndayishimiye, founder at Aurasoft Limited, talking about data collection and digital money. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. We're discussing digital money and data collection with Alain Ndayishimiye from Aurasoft Limited. Could you tell us a little bit more about Aurasoft and the technologies and the applications that you're building over there that can help us shape some of our money management needs like we've been discussing today?
Okay. Aurasoft, as I began saying, we deal mainly with software development. But if we have to be specific now, we realize that there's a big gap in what a mobile wallet or a mobile transactional platform should look like. If you look at the market, you have players such as banks and telcos that are taking the biggest part of the pie. But they're not focused on the consumer and the merchants, if you think about it. They are more focused on providing the services that enable that. So we thought, how can we make it easier? How can we make it convenient for someone to actually, and have also the financial freedom to transact with their own money? So we developed a platform, which is the Rehab mobile wallet, that gives both consumers and merchants alike the same experience you have with your favorite shop corner guy. So we help merchants understand their consumers better by giving them information that, what you began saying, the data behind it. So we take this data and turn it into a profile based on your behaviors, based on your patterns, and through this different connection and how people are exchanging services and goods. From a consumer side of things, it's your personal finance manager. It's also your best friend. So think of your best friend when it comes to money. Who is that friend you can trust? Hey, this is my money. Help me take care of my money. So this wallet also provides you that platform to understand how you're spending, gives you advices, because we're running AI behind it. It also gives you insights on things you would be more likely to buy, and not just buy, but that would also save you money.
Okay.
Yeah. I had a discussion with somebody the other day about what you just mentioned, and he was asking me, so how does like some of the platforms like ours or what's on the market help them in saving money? I gave him an example of any business. Think of bookkeeping.
Yeah.
You have to write down, you have to save these receipts. It's a tedious way of doing things.
Right.
But if you have enablers such as our platform or some of the platform in the market, it's almost seamless. Every time you pay for a service,
Right.
there's so much data that is collected. It's organized in such a way that you don't have to do the work, the system does it for you. At the end of the day, you have a representation. You can go at the convenience of your bed and open up the app. Where did my money go to today? Where did I spend it? What did I buy? Am I meeting my targets at the end of the year? Am I saving? Am I spending more than I'm supposed to? So it gives you more of the financial freedom and overview of how you're using your money. So I think with technology and some of the platforms that are coming out in the market, it's very crucial in the way it helps you save and plan for your future as well. Yes.
I'm very excited to showcase this Reha app so that we can start using it to manage our money, plan, budget, and track. So there you have it, from the founder and CEO at Aurasoft Limited. There are so many ways that we can take advantage of technology to help us manage our money from a behavior point of view. Being able to record your spending and to be able to spend money digitally instead of withdrawing money from the bank account and spending cash allows you to keep a record of everything that you spend. And mobile applications will allow you to observe where your money is going. Be sure to start taking advantage of these technologies so that you can start controlling your money and not letting it control you. Remember, the answer is only the answer. Financial success is living the answer every single day.